But in telling how our business was really started, we had the shop on post for several years. Then my son Randy Abbott, or our son, because Marlo loved him, he came to work with us on post. And after a couple of years, we had so many calls from around the world for people ordering from us that had graduated through Fort Leavenworth that we started really a mail order business. And my son would have to go over to the clothing sales, the PX, grocery stores, every place he could go to find boxes so that we could ship these orders. We realized that that was going to be really a good future of our company. And so he talked Marlo into putting in an 800 number. But in order to do that, we had to get a location off post. So we rented a small store downtown, and we had put in some sewing machines so we could have more people sewing there. And we also had like the office with the 800 number. Well, as God would grace us, we needed to move to a bigger location, which we did. There was on Delaware Street, it had been a bowling alley, and it was a huge place, but we had to, get that all fixed so we could put in a store there, which we were there for many years. And it worked out fine, but at that time, we closed the store on post, so we were no longer on base. But we still had a small store over in Bell Hall, where the officers were. But it was about, Randy was getting overwhelmed. The business was growing, and he was getting to a point that he really needed help. He was looking for an assistant, someone that could really help him to take the business further, to get like a website, to get into the computer age. He managed to meet a very fine young man. He was called Tim Cahill. He was a very young, intelligent, very capable young man. It was about 2003. I say that he was a young man, but I think he already had about 6 children. He was a retired lieutenant colonel from the military, and so he knew everything well. And so his joining the company really was a blessing. He managed to get military contracts. We built the website, which really opened everything for growth. And so then needing a larger place from there, which was great, we managed to find the building that we are in today. This building was built in 1914, and it was a glove factory. So it had a lot of history here of its own. But we had to totally redecorate the whole thing, just strip it everywhere, because it was so run down. It had 37 windows, I know very well, that had all been covered over. So it was just one thing after the other, but when it was all finished, it really turned out beautiful. But from that time, with my son Randy and Tim Cahill, even now, Tim has been so busy that he's had to have a few assistants. So we're very thankful for what the business is today. And I want to thank all the customers that we have. It's been a blessing, and we're very thankful.